Good afternoon, everyone. When we think of trash, we usually think of waste, but today we want to change your perspective. Welcome to our presentation, E-Waste Recycling Revolution. The hidden treasure in our trash. I'm Zhang Zimeng. My group member is Yang Yuxin. To begin, what exactly is E-Waste? It stands for Waste Electrical and Electronic Equipment. These are the devices that have reached the end of their useful life, like smartphones, laptops, and batteries. As the quote on the screen says, technology is advancing faster than we can recycle it. Every time we upgrade our phone, we are contributing to this pill. Why is this a global urgency? Please look at this chart. The generation of global e-waste has been skyrocketing. The blue bar for 2025 shows a massive increase. Our consumption is accelerating, but our ability to manage this waste is falling behind. So, where does all this waste go? Shockingly, only 17.4% of global e-waste is formally collected and recycled. The vast majority, over 80%, ends up in landfills or is illegally exported to developing countries. This is a massive failure in resource management. This mismanagement leads to severe environmental damage. First, there are toxic materials like lead and mercury. Second, soil leaching, where chemicals contaminate our groundwater. And third, air pollution. Burning e-waste to extract copper releases toxic fumes that severely impact air quality. But the highest cost is the human cost. In many developing regions, informal recycling is done without any protection. Workers suffer from respiratory diseases, chemical burns, and heavy metal poisoning. Sadly, women and children are often at high risk in these areas. This is not just about environment. It's a humanitarian issue.
This situation sounds grim, but there's a silver lining. Yes, we call it urban mining. Please compare these numbers. From 1 ton of gold ore, you only get about 5 grams of gold. But from 1 ton of mobile phones, you can extract 300 grams of gold. That is 16 times more. We are literally throwing away billions in precious metals every year. To catch this opportunity, we propose the E-loop strategy. We need to move away from the linear take, make, dispose model. Instead, we propose a circular economy. Our version is simple. Don't bin it, yank it. We want electronics to be repaired, reused, and finally recycled into new raw materials. And how do we do this on campus? We propose 3 measures. Smart e-bins, load-enabled bins that track the weight and the type of waste you deposit. And the second is a gamified app. You earn Eco Point for recycling, which you can trade for cooperative ventures. And final is repair workshops, monthly fix-it clinics to teach students how to repair devices instead of replacing them. And our implementation plan has 4 phases. Phase 1 is awareness, launching campaigns. Phase 2 is logistics, handling the collection. Phase 3 is professional dismantling, and finally Phase 4 is closing the loop, sending materials to qualified partners. Of course, we face challenges, such as public advocacy and data security fears. However, the future is bright, with stricter laws like EPR, better modular designs for repair, and the high profitability of urban mining. This industry is set to grow.
I was fascinated by the concept of urban mining, which showed me that there is actually more gold in old phones than in gold ore. Designing our solution told me that the most effective environmental strategies are the ones that turn waste into economic value.
The shocking date on e-waste hazards was a wake-up call, making me realize that our discarded gadgets cause real harm to people and the planet. This project shifted my mindset from simply throwing things away to understanding the urgent need to responsible consumption. And that's all. Thank you for listening.